During the hundreds of hours I've spent wandering Skyrim, I've come across quite a few horrific and repulsive creatures in my day. And no, I'm not referring to Nassim.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course.
Finish him!
Today I will count down my top 5 ugliest creatures in Skyrim. I will base this list on how little I would want to meet each of these creatures in real life. Although they do not have to be powerful opponents to qualify for this countdown. I'll also only use creatures from the base game, meaning no DLC creatures. Keep in mind that the following list is subjective and these are simply my own opinions. Your own top 5 list may vary, so feel free to post your own list in the comments below. Let's begin. Number 5. Skeevers. As if the rats in Cyrodiil weren't bad enough, the Skeever is a bigger and fiercer version of the rodent that we had come to know in the Elder Scrolls 4. While they are generally weak when fighting alone, you can be in for a pretty nasty fight if they come in groups. Their bites carry horrific diseases, and the last thing you want is a Skeever gnawing on your private parts. Some folks in Skyrim would keep the more peaceful varieties of Skeever as pets, and these people are simply insane in the membrane. Number 4. Falmers. These elves, fallen from grace, make any adventure into deep underground caves a terrifying affair. While they are blind, their senses are still keen, and they can sniff you out if you try to hide from them with a low sneaking skill. The Falmer's face and movement patterns can remind you of Gollum from the Lord of the Rings, and it's not exactly endearing. I still remember trying to sneak past a Falmer for the first time, and the uncertainty of whether or not he was able to notice my presence was pretty terrifying. Number 3. Trolls. These abominable creatures come in 2 different shapes. You have the regular troll, which is big, hairy, and ape-like, and then you have the frost troll, which is all of these things, but white and extra pissed off. All trolls have 3 eyes, so they can get a better look at you as they rip you limb from limb with their strong arms. Having a troll charge at you in a dark cave can be a terrifying experience, especially if you run into the Ugliest troll, which can be found under the Dawnstar Sanctuary. This is actually the 3rd iteration of the Ugliest troll in the Elder Scrolls franchise. It first appeared in Morrowind as a creature called the Ugliest. Then it appeared in Oblivion as the Ugliest matron. In Skyrim, it has large green eyes and grey-purple skin, making it known that this is a beast you don't want to mess with. His name could be loosely based off of Norwegian, and if so, his name would roughly translate to Beast Fear. Number 2. Draugrs. The Draugr were a great addition to Skyrim, essentially replacing the zombies we had been fighting in Oblivion. And while the zombies in Oblivion certainly had their scary moments, the Draugrs are on a whole other level. They can burst from their tombs at any time with glowing eyes and barely any skin left on their bones. The wide variety of Draugr you find in the crypts around Skyrim helps keep them fresh, unlike their breath, and if you play on a high difficulty with a darker dungeon mod, you could find yourself jump scared by these undead warriors more than once. Number 1. Hag Ravens. In one of the books written by the traveler Herbane, he describes the Hag Raven as such. This Hag Raven was horrifying, almost human, but more an abomination of woman and creature fused together. Nothing more than a husk of humanity surrendered in exchange for possession of the powers of dark magic. Not only are the Hag Ravens repulsive visually, but they also make noises that would send shivers down any brave adventurer's spine. They battle with magic at long range and switch to their dirty, infected claws when fighting up close. During your adventures in Skyrim, the Hag Raven will be one of the most formidable opponents you'll face, and definitely the most repulsive. Thanks for watching this top 5 list. If you enjoyed it and want to see more of these, you can find a playlist down below that contains even more top 5 goodness. Have a still good day, take care, and stay awesome. But most importantly, everybody, stay dark. Goodbye.